So based on this, now we shall start solving problems. I will explain you in detail. If there is at all any difficulty, you can stop me in between and you can ask me the questions. Okay. I will first of all explain the total solution, and then we shall discuss if there are any difficulties. Okay. So here is the problem statement. I'll read for you. A tower is 90 meter in height. A particle is dropped from the top of the tower, and at the same time, another particle is projected upward from the foot of the tower. Both the particles meet at a height of 30 meter. Find the velocity with which the second particle is projected upward. Okay, so this is our given data. Let us first of all see through a diagram what the situation is. So there are two particles. One is dropped from a height and another is released at the same time from the ground level. Okay, and they are meeting somewhere, and they will take some time to reach this particular height. Okay, that particular thing has been given. Both the particles meet at a height of 30 meter. So we shall assume this height is from ground. Let us see what how we have solved it ahead. Okay, total height of the tower is given 90 meters. Here h is 90. So this is the total distance traveled. Height at which both particles meet, it is given as 30 meters, which is h1. So we shall decide from where it is measured. Okay, distance traveled by first particle we shall assume this one. Okay, which is released from the top. H1 will be 60 meters. S1 will be 60 meters. So this height, okay, this height is 60 meters, because uh, even though I have not shown it proportionately, but height at which these particles meet is 30 meters. So we shall assume this height from the ground as 30 meter, and this from the top is then 60 meter. It means the top particle has covered a distance of 60 meter. Okay, from the top. Next, distance traveled by second particle, it has to be 30 meter. Okay, so this is what is the uh, things that we have derived from the given data. Next, for the first particle, which is moving down, let us now see what are the parameters or the equations, the terms that are given in the equations of motion under gravity. So initial velocity is 0 because it is released from the rest. Next, distance traveled is 60 meter, so s1 is 60. Next, acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meter per second square. It will be taken positive or negative. Friends, can you tell me please? Hello?
Negative for the upward object.
See, it is released from the top. It is
Okay,
going
so it
down.
will be positive.
Okay, okay. So you remember that point. When the direction of motion and direction of acceleration due to gravity are same, g will be taken as positive value. Okay. When these two are opposite to each other, g will be treated negative. So acceleration due to gravity is taken positive value. Next, now we do not know what is the time required for these two particles to meet anywhere. Okay, so we shall assume that particular time and let the two particles meet after an interval of t seconds. Okay, so we will now calculate what is the
49.
okay 3.497 seconds. Fine. So that is the time required. Very simple thing. While solving such equation, we have to first of all find out what is the time required for both the particles to meet. Okay, this is one thing important. Now, what was asked? Can you please remember? Let us go and see. What is asked is find the velocity with which second particle is projected upward. Okay, we don't know what is the velocity at which it is thrown up. So which equation will you use now? We have got the time. Will you use the same equation? friends? Will you use the same equation?
Sir, we have to find initial velocity for the second particle. So we will
Huh?
use second
Out of
uh,
this, which equation you will use?
second maybe
Which column? Downward motion or upward motion?
upward.
Upward motion. Which row?
The where is it? Is
Equation of S, V, or last equation? Which one?
maybe s equals to ut plus half gt square.
Plus or minus?
Minus 0.5 gt square.
Why is it minus?
Because we are calculating for the upward motion of the particle.
Correct. So motion is upward, acceleration due to gravity is downward. Okay, so G will be with minus sign, correct?
Mhm.
Fine. So let us see what is the given thing for our second particle. Just like for first particle, we have seen what is the given data. For second particle, when it is moving up, time is 3.497. So it has taken same time to reach how much distance? 30 meters. Please remember. Okay. So time we know, distance traveled we know, acceleration due to gravity also we know. Please correct this. This is meter per second square. Okay. Next, this is the initial velocity that we have to find. So we have to get one equation which will involve all these terms with u as unknown. So that is correct. Equation of motion, S2 is equal to ut plus half at square or gt square we have to use. And here you have to substitute like this. A is with minus g, okay, minus 9.81. So you will get 25.73 meter per second as the initial velocity of the second particle. So this was not a straightforward question. We were required to find, first of all, the time required for both the particles to meet, and then we could find the initial velocity of the second particle with which it is released from